This is how you can beat Nightmare 4 easily after the patch on Thor, but before we get into it, consider following, trying to hit 200k, and you can always unfollow later. So we're going to be running all blue for him with the normal Mjolnir Bash, Concussion Cell for a free stun, and Ion Siphon for God of Thunder. Now let's go over the cards you should be purchasing on Thor. Thor is a very precarious one. You actually got to be pretty smart. So let's go right off and say never purchase any of the red ones. We're going for a blue build, and the red one is just not viable in solo. As for the blue, let's see what you want to go for. Number one priority, especially starting off. We are looking for All Father's Might as early as possible and as many as possible. This buffs Mjolnir Bash damage in both normal and awakening state, and that is our main damage. Other than that, we definitely want to pick up at least one Rune Recycle, and we need as many Cranium Crusher as possible. This is the big damage. This is what's going to scale your damage to be able to do insane damage like I'm about to show you. And then you only need to buy Awakening Rune duration up until like wave 10. You don't need to have it for 10 minutes if you're only going to be in it for 30. Another massive one is Endstorm. You need Endstorm, which is going to turn your right click while you're in Awakening Rune state into a super rapid fire. So this is very, very good. You also obviously want to pick up attack speed. You basically want to pick up every blue card, but those are the ones you want to prioritize first. If you don't get good damage in your first 10 rounds, just restart. Now, as for the purple buffs we want to pick up, we definitely want to pick up 1 to 3 Vampiric Vitality. You guaranteed want to pick up 3 Moon Power as early as possible. 3 is the max, and you want to get it as quick as possible. Don't buy Zeus's Thunder, don't buy Primordial Frost. Obviously, buy all the damage you can get, and you can buy some health, but if you get really lucky with damage early on, you'll do enough damage to where you don't need it. I would say try to get to at least 5,000 health, though, and have your damage very strong. Obviously, we're going to want to buy damage received, minus, and a bunch of max health for that. But like I said, as long as you get good damage early on, shouldn't be necessary, just go full damage. So as you can see for Thor, I try to just rotate around the middle and keep using my right click, which is after I got that Endstorm card, and just look at the amount of damage I can do. Obviously, you might die a couple times. That's where your free revives come in handy, because in some of these characters, it's almost impossible to do it deathless, but obviously you can. To go over the hard rounds, like round 15, I focused on obviously killing Scarlet Witch as fast as possible and shooting her crystals, and then worrying about Namor next. The main thing is continuously damage her so you don't insta-die, which is why your right click's so good, because it shoots so fast to keep your lifesteal up. At this point, on round 15, you should have enough lifesteal where my 5,000 health kept me alive no matter what, as long as I had my right click and didn't get one shot like that. I was able to clear this run in under 3 deaths. And for the final phase, it's just about keeping their health as close as possible. Obviously, one of my Scarlets here is at 75k. You want to try and even that out before you go to Final Stand. As you can see, if you can get them both in Final Stand like this on Thor, it is a free kill with how high his damage gets. They both died very easily in under 30 minutes. Now let's move on to the next character.